Hey, how's it going? This is Brando from Brandlix Media, and in today's video, I'm going to bring you through the UGC process and framework. As I say here, the UGC framework we use to scale brands to 500K to $1 million per month in revenue. And I have a bunch of different case studies where you can see the proof in my other YouTube videos. Literally every single video is a case study. So if you want to see the proof and you want to see more in-depth case studies of how we do it, you can go watch the other videos. But this particular video, I'm going to talk about UGC, and I know that I receive a lot of different questions about how do you scale, how do you find creators, what frameworks are the best frameworks to actually get the ball rolling, get your first pieces of UGC content, and once you find what works, how to scale. So I'm going to bring you through 3 or 4 different strategies, actually 4 different strategies and approaches that we use when it comes to UGC. Now, there are way more, right? I can go way more in depth. This is going to be a quick video. I'm eventually probably going to do a whole kind of, not course, but like free course on YouTube where I bring you through the entire process. But this is just a quick video just to give you some insights and to make you reflect on, how to potentially go about UGC. So the first foundational step, like I always like to say, I also, not to repeat myself, but I also say this in other videos, is that the market and competitor research process is actually really fundamental no matter what you're doing. Whether you're running ads, whether you're building a landing page and you maybe want to take inspiration from what is already working out there in the market, right? It doesn't matter. You need to do competitor and market research. Why market? Well, because the German market is going to be different than the market from, the UK market or the US market, right? Every single market has a different way of promoting content, right? So we need to do the market research. Why competitor research? Well, as I say here, if you want to succeed in the business game, right, you need to start with frameworks that are already proven to work. This is by far the fastest way to start getting results. Reinventing the wheel, in my opinion, has never made sense, right? Innovating on proven frameworks gives you 10 times more leverage. We need to leverage opportunities. And there are brands out there that spend millions and millions of dollars every single month, not make, but spend, right? And so we want to leverage that opportunity into our advantage. So that's the first step: product, market, and awareness research. You want to study the product, the market, and what type of levels of awareness people have in a specific market for your product, so you know everything about your avatar customer. And then the comparative research. We actually use a tool called Triatria AI. It's essentially a tool. I also not promote it. I'm not an affiliate or anything, but I use it for my own company, for my own agency, for my clients. It's essentially a tool that you can use to spy all of your competitor ads, transcribe the storyboards of the videos, of the actual scripts that they use, and then create similar scripts as well. So there's many different functions. Go check it out. Now the next step here is to actually find creators. And so there's a couple ways to do it. You can use software or you can scrape them. I personally, I have a huge list of hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of content creators within my network that my team has been able to collect in the last 6 to 7 years. So I'm lucky to have my team, but you can also technically start with platforms like Billo. I'm just not a fan, of the $40, $50, $60 videos, because I just know, and I've tested it, I've probably done like 150 videos from Billo, so I know exactly what the type of quality is. And typically what tends to happen is that these people that go on Billo, there's like millions of people, I think, or hundreds of thousands of people, but they just don't have the experience. They do it as a hobby, and they don't treat this as like an actual freelance work for them. It's just kind of a side hustle to make some money. That's the feeling that I've had trialing Billo or these other platforms. Either way, you can find creators. Some of our creators are in Billo, right? But we just use Billo to just use it as a platform to search people and then filter them, right? We don't want to just have a random platform and give a job post and then randomly pick people. We have to be very selective. And as a friend likes to say, you get what you pay for. I actually say that as well, but a friend says, you buy cheap, you buy twice, right? So, and if you buy twice, right, or more, you end up spending more than what you should spend in the first place, and you waste time and more resources, right? So the creators that we work with are typically, we find them on Twitter. Twitter is a gold mine. That's basically how we start building our databases. Facebook groups is another way. You can also technically leverage these below platforms, as I said before, to get inspiration on who you think is a fit or not. Eventually, you're going to get to a point where you have hundreds of creators in your database that you can get a VA to have them contact them and reach out and establish collaborations. Okay, so let's talk about UGC strategies, right? So the first UGC strategy over here is called a B-roll strategy. This is the purpose for each strategy. By the way, I'm going to talk about purpose and stage, what stage you should be doing this. This is a beginner to scaling stage, right? If you're a beginner, do this. If you're trying to scale your UGC content, do it at the same time, right? So the purpose is to test as much as possible in the cheapest way possible. So UGC can get very, very expensive. And so what we want to do here is like leverage them just for B-roll, just for this specific strategy. And I made a video actually last week about it, so I'm not going to talk about this too in depth because I have other strategies to talk about. But this UGC is a strategy is very cheap. You can probably spend $500 for 5 UGC creator collaborations. And then the strategy here is that you have them do B-rolls, and B-rolls is like footage. What type, the type of footage that they, essentially, if I'm selling this case, the B-roll will be me showing the product demonstration, the unboxing, me showing, users that I can put my glasses on, and demonstrational kind of footage B-roll. It's called B-roll. Okay, so we collect, the idea is to collect as much B-roll as possible, and it's very cheap, right? This is why maybe it's also cheaper to do B-roll UGC creatives rather than actually scripted UGC videos, because the UGC creator literally just has to do, send you 5 to 10 B-rolls and footage instead of actually coming up with a script and everything. And it's like it's a lot easier for them to deliver on the B-roll. Okay, so it's technically cheaper as well. So what you do is that you get 5 to 10 videos from each UGC creator, as many as you can. Negotiate, always negotiate, and then you're gonna have a huge collection of B-roll videos. And this is great because then you can have versions, right? You can put the 50 videos that you collected, whatever, 30, 40, 50, and then you can create multiple variations of the B-rolls. So you're gonna have variation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, how many ever you can do. And then what you can do is that you can leverage AI, like the AI bots voices, right? Like that you can use as scripts and storyboards, or I guess not storyboards, but like scripts for the videos. They're like AI voiceovers on the video, on the B-roll. And so you can test different scripts. It's very scalable. You can test like 5-10 different scripts. This is also a good framework to find what types of scripts work, okay? And then you spot the winners, right? The green ones are the winners, and then you eventually get to a point where you have so much content and so much data that you can just scale the process a lot more. So this is one of my favorite strategies to get started if you don't have a budget, or if you just want to take advantage of UGC creators in the best possible way to get your best investment back, okay? Because UGC, once again, can get very expensive. This is one of my favorite strategies. Another strategy here is storyboard strategy. I call it the storyboard strategy. It's a very simple name, but the purpose is to test what storyboard work in the first place, and this is kind of like a beginner stage. You can also use it for scaling, but the purpose is we want to test the different hooks, problems, like how do you say, like the framework of the video, which is called storyboard, right? The framework of the video is really important because you can have the best creator, you can have the best script, whatever, but if you don't have a framework of the video that actually works and it is proven, what do I mean about like the storyboard? I mean about what solutions are you talking about in the video? What angles are you using? What problems, right? And so how are you presenting your product, right? Is it an unboxing video, right? Is it a demonstrational video? Like there's so many different types of videos. So you want to find what works. And this is a great way to do it. So you work with 5 UGC creators and you have them do 3, 4, however many storyboards you want to test, and also depending on your budget. So once again here, the objective here, although it is a bit more expensive, is to test the storyboards. At the end of the day, the storyboard is the foundation of a UGC video. Like we've worked with top collaborators and UGC creators that are like amazing, but we gave them the wrong storyboard and the video just didn't perform, right? We gave them the right storyboard and then the video performed, right? So it's all about this. So this is one strategy, once again, that we always use. Another strategy that we like to use is the avatar creator approach. So the purpose of this strategy is to test different avatar content creators. You mostly do it when you scale, when you find things that actually work and you just want to dig deeper and scale with proven concepts. So the idea here is that, once again here, the reality is that some types of creators will work better than others. You know, maybe the blonde 25-year-old that lives in New York or has a New York accent works better than the brunette that lives in Alabama or whatever. Or same thing with like white or black or like ethnicity wise, right? So it really depends on the product that you're selling and the market that you're selling to. But this is the strategy overall. You find a winning storyboard, right, from essentially maybe over here that just worked very, very well. And then you just test different avatar customers. Make sure that to test like different types of people. You really might be surprised. Like you can find a completely new market, or you can find essentially your own market within an existing market just by testing different people. So we, for example, for a client, we did not think that dark or like black people was actually the audience, but we found a segment, and so we scaled that segment. It was very profitable. So do your due diligence on your market research, which is why it's important to do it in the first place. But at the same time, don't limit yourself to just the research that you've done. Also go outside of the box and test different things, therefore different people and different avatar types of UGC people. What happens after is that you just put all the avatar customers into one folder and then go from there and scale the types of avatar customers that actually yielded you the most profit, right? This is the whole point of the strategy. So it works very, very well. Another strategy that we use, this is the last one, is a UGC mashup. The purpose of this strategy is to repurpose existing content and scale. So there's nothing better than having a bunch of videos, a bunch of different videos, and then putting them all together to create multiple variations of other videos. It's kind of like the first strategy that I shared with you with the B-roll, but instead of just B-rolls, we actually have full-on scripted videos from UGC people actually speaking on camera, it can be a lot more powerful in some scenarios, and some others it doesn't really matter. But look, once we have a foundation and several UGC videos, it's time to do the mashups, as I say here, as I said before. This is where we combine certain elements of different UGC videos. Now, these types of videos, right, are great for showing social proof to retarget potential customers. Maybe people that were like right there in the edge, were about to buy, but there's just for some reason, maybe they forgot about you, or they were not convinced, right? If you want to push people on the other side so like middle and bottom of funnel, this is a great strategy, right? We add social proof to our marketing, and then you can use these mashups videos, and I can add them to your email marketing sequences, to your landing pages, and of course to your ads, right? Middle and bottom of funnel. And then this is basically how it looks like. You have a master UGC folder with a bunch of videos, and then you can have like multiple UGC mashups, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you can do. The best. Once again, these are great, absolutely great for retargeting. Okay, so this just was a super short video. Let me know if you have any questions about the UGC. I will be doing a lot more videos on UGC just because it's a super, super, super requested topic, and I know that it can get challenging as you go on. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and see you in the next one. Bye.